So I've gone ahead and made the decision to sort of stop what we're doing right now and instead go ahead and travel to Solsteam, which apparently is the place where Mirak is hiding out at. Or maybe not hiding, but that's at least where he is for the time being. Although let's not forget he did try and send assassins after us. But I figured this might be a bit more interesting, at least for me, than the main quest, just because I've never done it before. And that's not to say that the main quest of this game is boring, it's just that, although I have forgotten a decent amount of it, I think there's something about experiencing something completely new that's just that much more satisfying. So hopefully doing this DLC will feel a bit fresh and also maybe be a bit more challenging too, which is always nice. So that being said, I guess I'll see you guys over by Windhelm. So to kind of prepare for this DLC, I tried selling as much of our stuff as possible, or at least the things we didn't need. And I believe that brought down our carrying weight quite a bit. The only problem I ran into was the 3 Elder Scrolls that we're carrying. And from what I remember, they each weighed about 20 pounds, and sadly, you can't get rid of them, even though we are over and done with the Dawnguard quest. Now, I could be wrong, maybe we need them for something else, but I definitely don't remember it. But anyways, here are the docks. Now, at the moment, I don't see any more of Mirak's assassins, so I think that'll be a good sign. Yeah, it just looks like regular people to me.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gjalland.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
Really? You are the captain though, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you?
Well, technically no one. But it turns out I was attacked by some cultists, who I believe came here on your ship.
Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here.
Really? How can you not know how you got here? Once again, you are the captain, right?
It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim.
Oh, yes, you are. No matter how much coin it takes.
Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there.
Well, come on, you kind of owe me, don't you? I mean, after all, you were the one who brought them here. Whether you wanted to or not.
All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
And so another thing I was really hoping to get out of this DLC, which I think I'm seeing already, are just lots of new stuff, whether that be monsters, armor, or even some of the architecture.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions.
Well, I think that's my business, isn't it? Not really any of yours.
That's the kind of attitude that's going to land you in prison. But I'll let it go for now. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions?
No, I don't believe so. Unless you by chance know who Mirak is.
I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it.
Well, can you tell me anything about him?
I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like there might be something he's not telling us. But he did say this was in Morrowind, didn't he? So this must be purely a Dunmer settlement then, right?
Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles. But when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
Talk to Captain Gowland if you're looking to book passage.
We were delayed by bad weather.
Yeah, check that
Before you
armor
even
out.
ask, yes, I have the supplies you
Not sure it's anything I would wear, but it's still pretty damn cool. Oh, and what was this marker over here?
Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Okay, it looks like it might be over on that peninsula.
The East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about
Now
it.
we just gotta remember, maybe before we head out, to check and see what the town sells. Because I got a pretty damn good feeling that there might be some new weapons, armor, you name it.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
Well, it turns out someone by the name of Mirak wants me dead.
Here in his shrine.
So you could say I'm here to return the favor.
Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall.
They have
That makes
forgotten
very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years.
Really?
that we might remember.
So what does that mean?
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
Alright, thanks for the info. By the way, what are those people doing back there?
Building something, clearly, and yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
Well, you're not the only one.
Our eyes once were blinded.
So I'm not sure if he's
Now
telling the
through
truth
him
about
do
Mirak
we
being
see.
dead, or if Mirak is really just hiding somewhere. I think that might be a bit more likely. Because I think whoever it was who greeted us at the docks also said something about him being gone. Or him just being the name of some stone. But here's the blacksmith. Looks like it might be the only store here not run by a dark elf.
You haven't seen Crescius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again.
So what's all the fuss over a simple pickaxe?
No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know.
Can't you just get the guard to find it?
I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Crescius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble.
I will do just that. Oh. And you know what, while we're here, and since no one else seems to know too much about him, would you happen to know anything about someone called Mirak?
No, wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name.
Okay, that's sort of what I was hoping to hear. But which is it? Yes or no?
I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this.
Alright then, suit yourself.
You tell Crescius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
I gotta say guys, something really does not seem right here.
Why hasn't a
So maybe we've been lied to. Maybe they really do know where Mirak is and they just refuse to say. Because doesn't it seem odd that the stories that we've heard from the Dark Elves all seem to add up? Yet the one Nord we find here almost has something a little different to say. But I believe whatever we need should be somewhere up here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, what we need to do is just at least kill one. That way we don't have all three shooting at us at once. Well, there's one down. And there goes number two. I think it's pretty safe to say he was not expecting that. Are we all clear though? Whoa. Check that out over there. That must be some kind of volcano, right? That is too cool. You know what's strange though? Is that from a distance I thought all this gray colored stuff was snow. But apparently it's ash from that volcano. So that's very cool. And something I really was not expecting. Because whenever I hear the Dragonborn, I always think of Nords and snow. So I thought this DLC was going to be really full of snow and ice, and mainly some of the landscape that we're used to seeing in Skyrim, but maybe just taking it to an extreme. However, since we are really in Morrowind, I guess seeing everything all ashy like this really makes sense. And so far has been a really nice surprise. So even some of the trees are starting to burn down.
Where'd you come from?
And is that a dwarven ruin? It must be. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. And there are just dead people all over this place. I'm guessing it's because of those spiders, but you never know. Because this guy's not wrapped up or anything in their webbing.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
I think this may be an area we might want to come back to later on, though. Because his shrine should be right up here somewhere. I guess this would have to be snow, though, right? Yeah, because there's ice around here, too. So maybe all the ash tends to hang out around that area. But my, oh my. This really is too cool. There are just dragon bones everywhere. Which really seems quite fitting for what's apparently the Dragonborn's shrine.
That we might remember.
Really makes me wonder what happened to this place.
By night we reclaim. What by day was stolen, far from ourselves.
He grows ever near to us.
Isra, I'm here to help you.
Okay, does that mean
You must leave this place.
Mirak really is dead and they're gonna try to resurrect him somehow?
Our eyes once were blinded.
You must fight against what is controlling you.
Now, through him.
You must listen to me. You there. What brings you to this place?
And
Why are you here?
were idle.
I came to find a man named Mirak. Who might you be?
I am Freya of the Skull. I am here to either save my people or avenge them.
Save them from what?
I am unsure.
Now through them
Something has
does
taken
history.
control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget
When
themselves
the world
and
shall
work on these
listen.
horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself.
world shall see.
My father Storn, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible.
Well, something tells me he may have something to do with whatever's plugging your people.
That world.
After all, he did try and have me killed.
Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below.
I think I may have an idea. But first things first. What do you know about Mirak?
His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly. The stories say he sought to claim Solstheim for himself, and the dragons
Okay, Freya, hang
destroyed
on.
him for it.
I think we found our way in.
I will strike like a hawk!
I will say, these guys' outfits really remind me of the wildlings from Game of Thrones.
What by day was stolen?
Wonder if they have any other similarities. Was this path here before, though? Or did they just open it up? It must have just been opened, otherwise I'm sure Freya would have found a way in here long ago.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple.
Good idea. You know, I got a really good feeling our friend Mirak might be down here.